Welcome.
Welcome to what, buddy? What is this? What are we doing? Welcome to Smokey the Snobby. God. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a special episode of Smokey and the Snobby. We have some special guests today. Snobby couldn't make it. Auden is very busy with finals this week, so he's been studying. He is in his room right now, so he could probably hear me, but not our guests. We have some guests here today that are close friends of mine. I grew up with one of them, and his friend Erika and John are on the podcast today, filling in for Mr. Auden on Smokey and the Snobby. And I'd like to kind of introduce you to my friend John. John, can you say hello to our millions and millions of listeners?
Hello, podcast people.
Hey.
This is John.
There he is. And Erika.
Hey, guys.
Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining. This was kind of last minute, and you two were gracious enough to pop on, watch a movie, and help me review it today with the snobbiest of the snobs missing. So I'm hoping today you guys kind of replace the snobby, but we'll see, I guess. We're going to review a movie that is kind of an art house movie, part of this small little studio you might all know as Disney Studios. It is a movie that had a major release and made a crap ton of money.
It's a Disney movie?
Oh, heck, yeah. Disney bought them. Yeah, so this movie is part of a larger universe. It's a movie we haven't ever really kind of reviewed, Auden and I, but it's a movie that my friends here have some serious opinions on, and they might be differing from mine. So we'll be reviewing Thor Ragnarok, the third movie of the Thor character in the Marvel series, part of the larger universe. It's been, I don't know, about 8 or 9 years since the movie was released. So, you know, we can spoil the heck out of it.
It's that old, huh? I didn't know. All these movies seem like they're brand new. Fun fact about this movie, this was one of the first movies Eric and I have watched together.
Oh, really?
When we first started hanging out, it was one of the first movies. I don't know if it was the first, but
really?
She fell asleep.
Oh.
Like in the middle of the movie.
Erika, you're after my own heart.
Yeah, I was talking to myself for at least 45 minutes until I realized she was sleeping. And then that's when I didn't know, but that's a pattern of hers, where she'll just fall asleep watching movies, and then especially ones that she's not interested in.
Yeah, it depends on the movie. If it's not good, I'm falling asleep.
I'm the same exact way.
Asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep watching Rogue One 3 times. 3 times we attempted to watch it, and I fell asleep every time except the last, and that's because we were doing a podcast of it, and I'm like, I gotta punch through.
Is that
completely understandable? That's
Star Wars?
Yeah.
It's a Star Wars movie.
I haven't seen any of Star Wars from the beginning.
Same.
Are you guys kidding me?
Snippets when we were kids, but never all.
You guys are way more smoky than you are snobby then. There's no way. There's no way. You're like the absolute like casual movie viewer. Although I'd like to, let everybody know that my buddy John was actually a film major at University of Buffalo. So
I was.
Yeah, the fact that he hasn't seen some of these really classic movies is probably going to upset Auden quite a bit. I think it's hilarious.
You have to see Erika's face right now, like this is the first time she's heard this.
You were a film major?
Yeah.
Is that what you say your degree is?
Yeah. Media study.
Me.
No, media study. Yeah.
This guy's favorite movie is Biodome.
Yeah. Biodome. We could have reviewed Biodome. John, Viva Los Biodome. That's the perfect quote. I would have watched that movie over Thor Ragnarok. That's for sure.
So this is a departure of the type of movies that I watch, like CGI and all that kind of stuff. Because I was never, you know this, Rob.
Yeah.
When CGI started, I never watched any of those movies. I was a snob when it came to them. I'm like, no, I'm not watching it. This is ridiculous. It's all computer generated. I'm not interested in any of it. And then I remember you saying, like, John, it's just entertainment. Yeah.
You just gotta punch through some of it. Some of it's bad CGI, but some of these newer movies, you can't tell the difference. You think they're actually like flying the plane, or they're in outer space.
Well, see, that's the problem, because when CGI first started, it was with the Mummy, right? Or Scorpion King.
Scorpion King. That's the best.
And everybody makes fun of how bad the CGI is in those movies.
It was horrible.
But I liked it. Because it's computer generated.
Right, but it was so bad. Like, you couldn't even produce something that bad, like, on your cell phone today. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. That is true.
Like
But,
modern
the
cell
movies,
phones
like,
couldn't even make it that bad.
Yeah, but the movies these days, they make it look so real, where like there is no suspense of disbelief, where everyone thinks, oh, this is real. Like the older movies of CGI, you're like, okay, this is fake. I can enjoy it because I know it's fake. That's the way I think.
I don't know.
That's the way I think about it.
I kind of jump into movies knowing all of it's fake, except for the Mission Impossible movie. They have like scenes of Tom Cruise hanging at the side of the plane.
Yeah,
But
and I like those movies. Eric and I watched those from like
Hey.
1 to like 6 or 7 last year.
you, my friends, are preaching to the choir. If it's blowing up, flying in the air, shooting something, or punching something, I'm in.
Yeah, and we have to watch the latest one, which came out, what, a few months ago? Yeah.
It was good, except for it was longer than I usually like. I don't like movies that really go beyond 2.5 hours. That's my max. Like I tried to watch Lord of the Rings the other day, and I'm like, I can't watch this again.
Yeah, too long.
Come on, that's a great movie.
Great movie. Watch it one time, and then the second time I couldn't do it. Samwise Gamgee is just eating bread for 35 minutes. Come on, dude.
I want
No,
to.
Avatar.
Don't get me started on Avatar. That's why we didn't review it today, because we didn't have time. We didn't have 6 hours to kill.
It's only a little over 3 hours, I think.
A little over 3 hours. My God.
You got to watch it in the second one because the third one's coming out on the 19th.
My God. I can't. I'm not going to watch any of that. I'll watch it. I'll watch the clips of it. You know what I watched the other day?
Yeah.
I watched, did you guys ever see Meet Joe Black with Brad Pitt?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, that was on, and I watched that, and that was 3 hours long. I paused it halfway through. I needed an intermission. I like paused it and like went and got lunch.
Yeah. That's a 15-minute movie they made into a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies out there like that where they just keep going and never stop.
Yeah.
This movie, though, good.
I want to add one thing to when I was talking about CGI.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. Because we grew up with movies from the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
and then 90s is when they started adding computer-generated stuff to movies. Like
Right.
we watched Santa Claus with Tim Allen
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, and they had some effects, some special effects in there that looked really cheesy. But in 1994, that was state-of-the-art, like super cool. When we look at those movies, when we watched them when we were kids, you know they were fake.
Yeah,
So
and they
then
were
when you look
awesome
at
because there was nothing to compare it to, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's like eating Chuck E. Cheese pizza when you're 9 and then going back to it into your 20s and realizing how disgusting it is.
Well, I don't know if that's a good analogy because those movies from back in the 80s, they're still awesome now. Well, to us. But when you show kids now, like if you show Auden movies from the 80s that we love.
I think it
Short
depends on the
Circuit and
movie.
all those movies.
Yeah, those are great movies. But I think it depends on the movies.
Someone that Auden's age but is not into movies, they'll laugh at those movies going, this is a joke. But then they'll watch these Marvel movies and be like, oh, these are the greatest movies ever.
Yeah. Auden's he's funny, right? Auden's an outlier. Auden will watch anything. And a lot of times I'll ask Auden, hey, the movie we watched just now, is it something your friends would watch? And 9 times out of 10, it's not. So even his friends who are more casual viewers of movies won't even watch certain movies. We watched the new Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
We barrel laughed the whole movie, but it's not something his friends or his peers would watch. It's for us.
Because they don't know that movie, there was 3 of those movies back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, they should really release those old movies as a marketing thing.
Because who's that movie for? Who's the audience for that movie?
It really was for us. Yeah. They don't make movies like that anymore. They don't make comedies like that anymore. It's all horror movies now.
Yeah. And plus OJ's not in it. So I don't want to.
OJ's definitely not in it. No.
The movies?
No. They didn't add him post-death either. They added Carrie Fisher after she died to one of the Star Wars movies. They're definitely not doing that with OJ. They're not spending any money on that. Today's movie, however, is none of those things. Although it does remind me of some of the movies from the 80s with kind of its music and its synth music and all that stuff. You guys told me a little bit about how you were first introduced to this movie, and it's when you guys first started hanging out. And one of you slept. The other one talked to a sleeping person.
Yeah.
Right. I was introduced to this. You know, Auden is a big fan of the Marvel universe. So we watched all of those things. We watched the first Thor, the second Thor, the Avengers, the 85,000 freaking movies that they made.
Yeah.
And this is just one in a long line of them. But it's one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Is it really?
Yeah. I thought it was great. My first reaction to it when I first saw it was, oh, this is going to be great. They're playing
I think
Zeppelin.
Erika disagrees.
So that's my first take is, I'm going to love this movie purely for the soundtrack. How about you guys? What was your kind of first reaction to this movie?
Well, I mean, in the first 5 minutes, they play a Led Zeppelin song,
Yeah.
and Thor is cracking corny jokes, and I'm like, this is what we're going with for the third movie. Like, this is nothing like the first two.
No, the first two are rom-coms. This is action. This is action and comedy.
Well, there was action in the first two.
There was, but it was a lot of brooding and like, it's another will they, won't they thing, right? Will they, won't they, will they, won't they? There's this tension. The whole movie, the second one is completely based on it, and she gets infected with some poison or something. Ether. That's what she gets infected with, ether. Thank you. And that's the whole movie. But this time around, he's always in danger and he kind of takes it in stride. That's what I like about the movie. That's why I liked him kind of horsing around with the guy that's going to essentially blow up his planet.
But here's the problem with it. Like, either it's serious drama, your world is going to be destroyed by all these characters, or it's jokes. Like, it's a joke world. And I don't know if they combine to make a good movie.
I mean, there were some jokes in the first two, but this movie was more like trying to be like Deadpool almost, which is one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh no!
And that's what it reminded me of.
Oh no!
In the whole movie except for the last 20 minutes, probably.
This movie or Deadpool?
Yeah, this movie. The entire movie reminded me of Deadpool. Like, they were trying so hard to be like Deadpool. I don't even know if that came out before or after this.
I don't know.
Now, I love Deadpool. When I first watched Deadpool, I loved it because I didn't know that they can make these Marvel movies, or is that DC Comics? Deadpool?
No, Deadpool I think is Marvel, and no Marvel movie is given an R rating except for Deadpool.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had that type of humor. I didn't know anything about Deadpool, the comic book. I don't know anything about comic books, but I know like Superman and Green Lantern and Spider-Man, and it was always serious. There was never any jokes. So when I saw Deadpool, I thought that was refreshing that the whole thing was a comedy.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it either. Auden just told me he breaks the fourth wall all the time, and I thought it was great. I thought it was hilarious. I don't see the comparison to Deadpool. Deadpool is on purpose being campy, where I think Thor Ragnarok was just Thor taking his powers in stride and learning about how to become a king in this movie. There's a lot of serious undertones to it, and it becomes very serious the next movie. Like, this lays the groundwork for Avengers Endgame thing.
I don't know what the order of these movies are.
In the next movie?
I think it was a miss when it came to the humor. Either make the whole thing humor or make the whole thing serious. Like, sprinkling humor into this type of movie where their whole world is going to be destroyed. It doesn't mesh well, in my opinion.
I can see what you're saying. The tone of the movie is a bit lighthearted, but the subject matter is pretty serious, right?
Yeah, it's like they're making fun of themselves because they already know what the outcome is going to be.
Right.
So everything is like lighthearted except for all the serious stuff that's happening in between.
On the one end, Thor is on some weird planet wrestling Hulk while his sister is kind of genociding her own people. I don't know. She was a great villain in my opinion because she didn't care about anybody or anything. She just cared about power and obtaining it and conquering the universe. Like, she killed kind of indiscriminately. But yeah,
it would have been
I agree with you.
If there was more of her in it, but the main characters were on this garbage island for almost the entire movie, so she kind of got lost a little bit. We only really saw her in the beginning and the end.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because her like CGI helmet was too expensive to render. So they're like, no, we can only show her. We're gonna only show her 3 times. Anything more, we're over budget. Because every time she slicked her hair back, she got those weird horns on her head. That's got to cost some money. But yeah, I can see how that is. The funny thing is, I don't really dive too deep into it. And usually when we watch a movie, I'll have a few days to kind of mull it over. And when I first watch a movie, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I just hear a funny quip and I laugh. I see something blow up and I go, holy crap, that's awesome. So I don't think about any of that stuff till like way after. It might be next week where I like start to agree with you guys and I go, yeah, they were right. This movie kind of was stupid. It's stupid.
I don't think it was stupid, but I don't think the approach they took was the right one. Because everything else is so serious. Like those Avenger movies are so serious, so much drama and so serious. And with Avatar, like those movies it's all just drama on these crazy planets.
Yeah, the Avengers, all those Marvel movies, they have moments of levity. This entire movie seemed like it was all levity, even though the subject was super serious.
Yeah, until Horn Lady came and was like, I'm going to kill everybody and I'm going to take your planet over.
Right, and it's like nobody knew about Hela at all. Nobody knew she existed. She was erased from history. Like even the sons didn't know. Whoever did know didn't say anything. So it seems weird to me that secret was kept for 5,000 years or however long these people live.
Yeah, the movie starts with, oh, Jane's gone, and there's no explanation. And all of a sudden, oh, there's a sister that did all of these things that you know nothing about.
Right.
How can that be?
Right. The dad just kind of dies, floats into dust. It's a funny thing. They would go to pick him up. Loki sends him off to New York to some old age home. Just picture this, right? Odin, the god of gods in Norwegian or Nordic mythology, is sent to a nursing home in the lower west side of Manhattan and then runs off to Norway. I thought that was just funny. The visual of him getting sent off. They didn't really explain why or how, but I think in the last Thor movie, Loki dies, supposedly, and then now he mimics his father in this movie to act like the king. And nobody bats an eye of why the king is acting weird.
Wait, this is Thor 2?
This is Thor 3 of 4.
No.
The end of Thor 2.
Oh, the end of Thor 2, yeah. Loki.
Yeah, but
Loki
he was alive in this movie.
Yeah, because he faked his own death.
Oh.
So he comes back to life. Thor goes off doing, I don't know what, in between Thor 2 and Thor 3, traveling around, ends up with the, where he's dangling from the chain, how the movie starts. But in between that, we have no idea what happens. All we know is Loki is alive now and he's acting like Odin because he's like mimicking him. And I don't know for how long that happened. Then they go to their father and he goes, yeah, guys, I'm going to die. Like, that's it. They're not supposed to die, apparently. And this guy, I think he offed himself. I think he Kevorkianed himself. And that's where the lady comes in out of the blue. He dies and she comes in and kicks their ass and kills the hammer, which is, Thor's weapon for,
because
I don't know. There's like references to it in other movies where I think Thor himself is like 2,000 years old. So who knows? He could be 1,000,000 years old for all I know. Odin.
Oh. Wait, so they didn't know they had a sister. This is why I think the writing on these things are lazy, because they're learning about their lives as the movie's going along. Like, what else are you doing on this planet where you don't know these things, or you don't know the history of your planet and your people?
Well, it's because Odin covered everything up.
Yeah, he struck it from history. Since she's older than them, a lot older, like before he was born, he struck her from history. You know what I mean?
I see.
That's why there's a scene where she's like, oh, the benevolent king. And then she throws some spears up to the ceiling and reveals the real way he got all that gold in his kingdom. And it's her riding on her dog, which I thought was awesome. I thought the dog was the best.
The dog was pretty cool.
Yeah, dog was pretty cool. He's
you
like
know
a hellhound.
Funny?
Yeah.
So my neighbor's dog, fun fact, is a black shepherd named Hela. And I knew that she was named after a Marvel character. But when I just rewatched this today, I was like, wow. So that's who the dog was named after. This dog is awful.
There you go.
Will bark and scare the crap out of me.
That's why
And she looks just like that huge dog in the movie.
That's why you name your dog fun names.
Yeah.
Like Jasper or Spot.
Well, their dog before this was named, what was it named? Deadpool's real name? What's his name?
Oh, the full
Clark?
name too.
Clark.
First and second.
No, it wasn't Clark.
Last name.
What was it? Wade Williams?
Wade Wilson or whatever.
Yeah, that was a dog. Every time they called out the dog, they would say the two names.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah, Wade Wilson.
Oh, man. This is their dog previously?
Yeah.
Oh, it passed away.
Did it? Or they gave it away? I can't remember.
They gave it away. Dog was an asshole, like Wade Wilson. So they gave it away.
They all are, because they don't train them or do anything with them.
Is that your favorite character, the dog?
Who, me?
Yeah, in the movie.
No, he's one of my favorite side characters, My favorite character in the whole movie is Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I thought he was a riot.
the ringmaster wasn't. What was his name?
The Grandmaster or whatever. What is it? Grandmaster? Yeah.
He's not a serious person.
What's that?
Because he's not. He's a goofball.
Oh, he's a
He's
goofball.
in charge of garbage man, right?
The scene where they ask him, where he's talking about his age, and he just stops and stares at them and makes like weird noises. I couldn't stop laughing. That scene. I'm laughing now.
I don't remember that.
No.
You don't remember it? When he first meets like Thor and Loki and them, he's like, and I'm so old. And how old do you think I am? And he just sits there waiting, and he doesn't ever answer his own question. He doesn't tell them his age. I thought it was great. I always like Jeff Goldblum in all the movies, and he plays the same character in every movie.
Yeah, he's plays himself.
Yeah, he just plays himself, which to me is hilarious. He did like a show where he's Zeus, and it was essentially Jeff Goldblum dressed in a toga. The whole show.
Oh, you know what's funny that I just thought of?
Yeah.
Is that this movie has two actors in it that I had people tell me I look like both of these people. So the first one, when I was working at the Regal Cinemas at school in Buffalo, I had longer hair.
Yeah.
And I had it like slicked back, and I was working the concessions, and some guy came up to me, ordered like pretzel and a Coke, and goes, "Hey man, you look like the Fly." I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, yeah, you look like the Fly. You look just like the Fly. I'm like, "Yeah." And then you might remember this, Rob. We were out in the city somewhere, and some girl told me I look like Bruce Banner.
Oh, the guy that plays Bruce Banner? Yeah, you kind of look like him.
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, and I was offended by that because I'm like, I do not look like that. It was a girl.
Did you punch her in the face?
No, I said, I do not agree with you. No. I do not look like that.
No, I do not agree. I don't remember that, but I can see, I think it's just mainly the hair. That's not really.
I don't know. Maybe the side profile. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to pull up that might be the cover art for this episode. It'll be a side by side of you and Mark Ruffalo. Maybe you guys just touching noses or something. We'll Photoshop it.
Yeah. And also, this movie was almost 2.5 hours long, which most of these movies are super long.
It was about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all long like that. I think the Avengers movies are like almost 3 hours. But see, I don't mind a long movie as long as it's a little action packed, man. Something blows up, something's like happening. In those movies, something's always happening. So this movie leads into the Avengers like Infinity War movie. All those. Am I going to spoil a movie for you guys? Or are you guys going to go watch the Avengers movies?
No, we watched them.
Absolutely not.
You
We
watch
watched them, though.
Those people on that ship, half of them die in the next movie. So all of that rescuing from Asgard and saving the people, Asgard's a people, not a place. They all get murdered by Thanos.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, when he snapped his fingers?
In Infinity War, movie starts with them on that same ship, like kicking Thor's butt. Before the snap, he would go around planet to planet and just murder half the people on the planet.
Vaguely familiar.
Those snapping gems just helped him automate. Like helped him do it quicker.
Yeah. You think these movies are long because it's all green screen and like there's plenty of money and there's plenty of time to do green screen things?
Oh yeah, these things have huge budgets. Huge.
Everything is just special effect.
Yeah, everything is. I mean, the budget for this movie was $180 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd all that money go? Salt in the computers?
Yeah.
Time spent in the editing bay?
Yeah.
Wow.
Trying to make Mark Ruffalo look like Mark Ruffalo, but green with a thicker neck. That probably cost at least $50 million.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. They made their money back.
Oh yeah, and his voice changes all the time.
Yeah. That I didn't get. Like his voice seemed weird as Hulk. Like it was auto-tuned or something.
When his voice changed?
When he's the Hulk.
When he's the Hulk. Yeah, it sounds like auto-tune.
Oh.
He had like a weird rumbling in his voice.
The last scene was funny. There were some cheesy lines in the last scene, I remember. The fire guy, he goes, Asgard, what does it say? That was all goofy. And he swung his sword. He goes, you remember?
I just watched it and I don't remember.
Asgard, he's going to end, like, his fate is in my hand, and then he just swings his sword like a goofball. And then the Hulk goes and attacks him.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
goes, "Oh, monster!
Big monster! That was a funny line.
It's a funny line in a serious scene. Don't you like it didn't fit? Like it's a funny line if the movie was funny. Like all right, that was a funny line.
It would have, yeah.
But the guy's just about one swing of the sword, he destroyed the entire planet. He goes, "Oh, it's a monster."
I don't know. We're laughing. I think it's
So, what is this movie rated? You said none of these movies are rated R, right?
Yeah, all of the Marvel movies at the most are PG-13. That's why you don't like see a lot of blood. You don't see a lot of cursing because I mean, really, it's made for young kids and young teenagers, right?
Well, of course. So they had a lot of crass jokes in this that I was thinking, I don't think that children should be hearing this stuff. They're talking about orgies, how the Grandmaster uses the ship for orgies.
Yeah, they do. As long as you don't explain it to your kid what an orgy.
Talking about the devil's anus.
Oh, yeah.
That's so many times.
We're gonna
And
go
then,
up the anus.
Thor was talking to Korg, that rock guy.
Yeah,
It was before the fight with the Hulk. Thor was talking about his hammer, like how he used it to fly,
yeah.
and like talking
Say
about
what?
how it's like pulling him off, like into the air. And Korg's like, "Ew, pulling it off." And
Call innuendo.
I'm like, "Don't kids watch this? Like, that's a maid audience."
But see, I don't think kids are making that connection. Do you? And if they are, that's just a testament to poor parenting, in my opinion. Like Aden's
Yeah,
watched this
but that-
movie 100 times and he's never made those connections. My favorite line in the movie is when Thor goes, "I'm from Asgard," and he goes, "Where? Asgard? You're from Asgard?" But I don't think Aden ever picked up on that.
Like Asgard?
Yeah, ASS Guard. You know,
Oh.
because the planet's name is Asgard.
I see. Well, my favorite character in the movie was Korg, because it sounds like David Beckham voiced him.
Right. It's actually Taika Waititi.
His voice.
Right. It's actually Taika Waititi is the voice of
Who's that?
the director of the movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Mary, the chick who played the Valkyrie.
No, I don't think so. Kate Blanchett?
No, the
Oh.
chick that found Thor
Oh, I don't know.
on Garbage Island.
I don't think so. Let's look it up. Taika Waititi's wife?
I know that him and the Valkyrie girl and some other chick.
Rita Ora.
Rita Ora.
He's married to Rita Ora.
Oh, it was her, not this one.
That name sounds familiar. What is she in?
I think she's a singer.
Oh,
You know this guy, he's the one that did he was in, I think he directed In the Shadows.
is that vampires?
Yeah, The Vampires from New Zealand.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, What We Do in the
There
Shadows.
are
It's
a
hilarious.
lot of movies that came out in the last 15 years that I haven't watched.
Yeah, you got to get on it. He did Jojo Rabbit. Remember that movie Jojo Rabbit where a kid has like dreams of Hitler?
Yes,
That's the guy. The guy that plays Hitler in that movie directed this movie.
I see. I've heard of that movie. I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of it, but there's a lot of that in like Pixar movies too. Like if you dig deep. I don't think there's
Like innuendo and crass jokes.
Yeah.
There was, because you want to put a movie on with your kids and not worry about hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, you kind of do, but I mean,
Especially when one is made by Disney, you don't expect jokes like that or
Yeah.
subjects like that.
and if your kid asks, I mean, just ignore them. Just act like you didn't hear them. Just go, what? What'd you say? No, I don't know. I didn't hear you. Let's watch the movie. Let's just watch the movie. When Aden became older, like 14, 15, he's like, "Dad, I want to watch Superbad. I'm like, "Come on, man. I don't want to watch that with you." That's a movie you watch with
All your buddies.
Yeah, you meet up with your buddies and you watch it. It's inappropriate. I don't really want you to watch it, but if you're going to, don't watch it with me. So he wore me down. I'm like, all right, let's watch it. And we're not changing anything. If it gets awkward, we're not stopping. It got awkward. It got awkward.
Yeah.
And I looked right at him. I'm like, you see? He's like, yeah, I get it now. I get it now. So, we didn't have that problem in this movie. I think all that innuendo was over his head for the longest time. Maybe not now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's going to be over kids' heads like when they're preteens, like, 12, 11.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
teenagers know exactly what they're saying.
Yeah. And they're hearing far worse at that point. You know what I mean? The internet is a wash with a lot of stuff. So,
Yeah. And at school.
yeah. So the devil's anus probably doesn't even skim the surface of what they hear in the real world. But yeah, that was my most quotable line is Jeff Goldblum acting all confused and going, huh? You come from a place called Asgard?
What other lines were there in this movie?
Like there was quotes from the movie that you found funny or compelling or things like that. There's nothing in it.
definitely not compelling
Oh, not for Erika, no.
or funny.
I just like the core guy's voice.
Yeah.
Because anything he says is funny in that voice, and it sounds just like David Beckham.
Oh, yeah. When they throw the gun at him, he's like, okay, we're going to start the revolution.
Yeah, he sounds like a British Mickey Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
didn't
hilarious.
have a favorite quote, but I definitely had a favorite scene that I could watch over and over again.
Which one's that one?
It was after the fight with the Hulk. Thor is in Hulk's room
Yeah.
afterward, and he's shirtless, and he's
That's the only reason why.
putting his clothes on.
That guy hasn't eaten a carb in 25 years to look like that.
The muscles are popping.
My
That
favorite
was
part of that scene is when Hulk tells him to leave, like go, and he gets electrocuted. And the Hulk goes, Thor, go again. Take that
I don't know if I have
six
any
pack
favorite
down a peg or two. Huh?
scenes. I don't know if I have any favorite scenes in this movie. Nothing really stands out.
Yeah, it all just kind of flows. There's nothing that really makes there's nothing in it that stands out as far as quotes go. Like when we
And you
reviewed,
just made a good point.
what's that?
You just made a good point. The movie has good pacing.
Yeah, it kind of just flows. It kicks off and, there's a beginning, middle,
There's
and
no
an end.
dull moments.
Right. It's kind of
There's
exciting.
no moments, there's no moments where you go, oh, this is getting too slow or it's too fast. It's just action, some dialogue, and more action.
Yeah.
There's no romance though, and that's a big problem.
It's an action movie.
Yeah, and most action movies are like romantic stories. They're
Well, that's why you like the first two Thor, because it was a love story.
That's
Right.
why they worked so well, because they were packed with action, but also it was a love story.
Right. So if there was a romantic aspect to it where he falls in love with the Valkyrie, that would have made the movie better.
Yeah, if no one is gonna bang at the end, what's the point?
Yeah, but they did allude to that multiple times,
I mean, there
where they
were
liked each other.
a couple flirty things, but like there was nothing at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
which sort of-
there's zero chemistry between them.
And the ending itself, like it just sort of ended. Like
Yeah.
it fell short. I wasn't a fan.
So you're looking for something like Flash Gordon meets When Harry Met Sally, and what you got is none of that.
I don't know who
No,
Flash
no.
Gordon is.
She wants just more of the first two Thors.
Yeah. Yeah, because I am not ever gonna watch the fourth Thor.
The fourth Thor has goats in it. So if you're an animal lover, it's got bleeding goats in it.
Well, I don't want to see goats bleeding. But doesn't Natalie Portman come back
She does.
and she has the power?
She does, yeah. She gets sick and she uses Thor's power to not be sick.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Much feminism in there.
Yeah,
in my case.
that was more like Flash Gordon meets what was that movie with Sweet November or whatever with what's her name?
Charlize Theron.
No, it was she was in that TV show that was super popular, This Is Us. Oh god, I forgot her name. She was like a singer.
Oh, Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore. Remember that movie with Mandy Moore where she's, sick with cancer?
Oh, A Walk to Remember.
A Walk to Remember. What did I say? Sweet November?
Yeah.
Okay. I was way off. A Walk to Remember meets Flash Gordon. That's what the fourth one is. With alien goats that just scream the whole time. That's what
Yeah, I'm gonna make another observation about this movie.
Okay.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
What's his character's name?
Heimdall?
Heimdall, I think? Or Grindelwald?
Heimdall?
No, that's Harry Potter. Heimdall.
So this guy can see what's happening on other planets, or what's his special power?
I don't know. He's got
Like he
like,
can see the future.
honestly, I don't know. I've watched all these movies and he's in a bunch of them and I have no idea what his powers are.
He can see what's going on anywhere, and he can make someone see that somewhere else what's happening where he is.
But okay, so all these
He's a wizard.
characters have all these. Why don't you put those skills to use? He's always in peril.
In this movie?
I'm just glad that he showed up, because in the beginning it's like, oh, he's gone, and I'm like, seriously? We've got no Jane, we've got no Idris Elba. What is this?
Spoiler
Oh,
alert.
he comes in at the end.
Spoiler
Showed
alert.
up like in the middle of the movie.
He gets murdered in the next movie. He doesn't make it into the Infinity War. First 5 minutes of the next movie, he's dead.
terrible.
Is it really?
Yeah. Murder, Death, Kill, man. He was 187.
Well, it is probably hard to rate these movies because you're dealing with all these different superheroes with different capabilities, and they all have to make sense. None of them make sense.
Yeah. And
Like
then
Thor is the strongest dude in the universe, right?
yeah, but until like another character comes that's stronger than Thor or equally as strong as Thor. Like they bring in Captain Marvel and they introduce new characters in every movie.
And they're all just so strong they can beat up the strongest man in the universe, which is Thor. That's why these movies are like you can't like there's no.
That's why you just sit there and enjoy things blowing up.
You really enjoy it though if you have all these questions.
I
have these questions when I'm watching all, and this doesn't make sense. Well, why isn't this guy just beating everybody
up? That's where you're going wrong. You don't ask questions during these types of movies. These types of movies, you sit there and maybe you lose a few IQ points while watching, and then they bounce right back when you're done. Here's how I look at all of these kinds of movies. As long as the underdog wins, the average guy gets the girl, as long as the ending's happy, I don't care. Because it's
John wants the villains to win.
I do root for the villains a lot.
You do? Do you root for the villains?
Almost every movie I root for the villains.
Yeah, 99% of the time.
Yeah. So you wanted
they drive Erika up the wall.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's not right. You're not
Jungle.
following the formula, man. You're supposed to root for the good guy, but sometimes the good guy really is not a good guy. But you end up rooting for them anyway.
Well, I just think a lot of the villains are just cooler.
The villains are cool. Villains make the heroes look great. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm not rooting for them to
America,
win.
I want to see someone just destroy Captain America.
Me too.
I think that's the worst. It's the worst superhero they made.
Yes.
And it was purely World War II propaganda why they made like the character.
No way, man. Captain America is the original Avenger. He's the man.
No.
Yeah, he is. He is everything America's supposed to be.
If they picked a better actor, maybe things would be different.
Who do you think would have made a better actor?
I mean, why not Thor? Like, why not Chris Hemsworth?
I think his brother? I think I just think it's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, actually, one of his brothers.
Why not Jason Momoa? Yeah, I can't picture anybody at this point playing Thor other than this guy. But Jason Momoa would have been a good Thor, I think. You just need somebody jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not jacked. He's just big.
Yeah,
like he played Hercules. He played Hercules in those movies, right? They didn't do very well because I don't think he was a good Hercules.
Who?
He's not big enough. He's not muscular enough.
Hemsworth?
Well, I think that nobody cares.
Yeah,
about
no,
Hercules.
not Hemsworth. Momoa.
Oh, Momoa.
No one cares about Hercules. That's why.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna make the movie, make the character just a giant guy with all these muscles.
Yeah, just punching bricks.
Yeah, don't just pick a guy with long hair.
Well, then it's going to be CGI, and you don't want CGI.
She's got you there, John.
CGI. It's got big muscles.
She's got you there.
Yeah, they were popping.
I don't know what my point is, but
It'll come around. It'll land. At some point, it'll land. Who do you think was kind of who was the best character in this movie? John already said Korg. He liked Korg, the rock guy.
He's the comic relief, but there was too many comic reliefs.
Yeah.
There was like 7 comic relief. Like, wasn't Matt Damon a comic relief too?
Yeah.
You can't ever have 2 things in one sentence.
Yeah, because he's not a funny guy. Yeah, he's just milquetoast.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is they're overacting in that play, so it's funny watching these superstars overacting in the play.
Yeah.
The guy who played Thor in that play is Chris Hemsworth's little brother.
Yeah, it's his brother. Which, I mean, I couldn't tell the difference, except for like the colored in beard. They all look the same to me.
Favorite character, I would say Loki is my favorite character.
Yeah. Because
he's always at odds with his brother, and he's always causing chaos. And he's a good guy, he's a bad guy. I like it when he's a bad guy.
Yeah, I like him as a bad guy, and then I like him as a good guy too. I like that he always kind of succeeds when he's the good guy, and then he fails miserably when he's the bad guy. So
I think when he turns good, it's like he's failing himself.
Yeah, it goes against his nature, but in all the movies where he's good, he's really good, and he succeeds in whatever he's trying to do. But when he's bad, he's always falling flat on his face.
Yeah, I would say Loki and then the Rock guy as the comic relief.
As a comic relief.
Secondary.
So if Loki wasn't in this movie, it wouldn't be as good for you. With him, it was better.
I didn't like a lot of the characters. Like, I didn't like the Valkyrie character.
Yeah.
The Horn Lady was like, Kate Blanchett. Like, I mean, like, you're not scary.
Yeah, this was kind of an ensemble cast, too, so it was hard to pinpoint. I mean, the low-hanging fruit is Thor, right? Without Thor, there's no movie. But really, without all of the others, there is no movie. They all needed to be in it. He couldn't carry a movie by himself.
Who? Chris Hemsworth?
Thor, the character Thor. You know what I mean?
I think he can.
So take all those people out. Take everybody out of the movie and just Thor running around trying to kick his sister's butt. He can't do it on his own.
You don't think so?
No, he's kind of an idiot. He's kind of an idiot.
Oh, because he needs like the help of his dad and
right,
getting wisdom from his dad and all this stuff.
Right. He needs the Hulk. He needs his brother. He needs Valkyrie. He needs all these people to help him achieve his goal. Because he lost his hammer, right? He lost his hammer. It's gone. That was his little, that was his security blanket. And with that gone, he lost all of his confidence. So he needed it back. I didn't like that.
But at the end,
yeah.
At the end, though, when he's talking to his father, he's like, "Oh, I'm not as strong as you," and his father's like, "You're stronger than me."
Yeah.
And I did the hammer to
control your power or something like that.
Yeah. So it's like, why didn't you use the thunder? Why'd you only use it twice in the movie? Like, why didn't you use it other times when you were in trouble?
Well, you bring up a good point, because this whole time he's had more power, and the hammer is what kind of diluted his power. He's not a good dad. He's a crappy father, that guy. He didn't tell him about their long lost sister. He gave him a hammer that kind of stunts his abilities.
The dad is actually the worst.
Yeah.
Because he's just mad because he's not as powerful as the children that he produced. So he just tries to stifle them and doesn't let them grow.
Yeah. That's probably why they didn't mourn his death that much. Because, the father dies, and then they just kind of, the father dies and the sister starts attacking them. There's a lot of moments where they're just sitting around and none of them think about the dad dying. Guy's been around for 2 million years. He just blows off into the wind, and that's it.
And no one has any questions or anything.
And they weren't mad at him at all for hiding their long lost sister from them. He goes, "I'm just going to die now. Oh, by the way, you have a sister who's going to come back when I die and kill you all." Like, you could have prepped them for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a plot hole.
There's stretches. They stretch a lot of things, and a lot of it doesn't make sense. And you can't suspend your disbelief for that long with this type of movie.
Well, to me, it's the way I see it is it's really just a segue movie into the Avengers Infinity Wars.
And how many of those were there? There was 3 of them?
No, there was, I don't know how many Avengers movies there were, but the last 2 movies of this whole universe were Avengers movies. And
did they all end? Like, what are they making now?
No, it's over. They come and go. I mean, Thor 4, Love and Thunder, is after Avengers, and then they just created a new one. I can't remember what it's called. Thunderstruck.
They have to make them because these movies destroyed Hollywood, and now that these movies are done, who's going to the movies? What are they watching?
Oh, yeah.
Avatar.
Oh,
you know, they ruined the regular movies for the public because these movies just took over the box office.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And there was one coming out every year for the last 20 years.
Oh yeah,
so they have to keep making them, or else Hollywood's just going to fizzle out and die.
Well, they're not spending any more money on indie films, on lower budget blockbusters.
They have to be indie, lower budget, even regular non-CGI, non-Marvel or DC movies. They'll make $30 million in the box office because no one's watching them. Everyone wants to watch this nonsense.
Right. They set the bar for movies in a weird way, right? Can you guess how much money this movie made? Just this movie.
U.S. box office or worldwide?
I think worldwide.
I'll say $500 million.
$855 million.
Wow.
This one movie that you two don't necessarily like, and
made almost
I like,
$1 billion.
Made almost $1 billion. Yeah. So that's $10 a ticket, and I contributed to that because we went to the movies to see this.
$10. Isn't it like $30 a ticket?
Yeah, it's more than that, isn't it?
Let's say the average around the world, right? Some places might be 16, some places might be 12, some places might be 8, who knows, right? Maybe in
Yeah,
China.
the standard ticket here is like $20.
Right, maybe in China it's $5.50, who knows, right? So if the average is $10, that's a lot of people going to see this movie.
Yeah.
And just this one. I don't know how much the others made. I bet you they didn't make as much. Nobody, the internet didn't like the other two movies. Although I don't necessarily I don't pay attention to the internet when it comes to this stuff. And you'll see that when we read the reviews of this thing, you know? But,
there are reviews.
Huh?
Yeah, the reviews. The critics like this movie?
Yeah, I think for the most part, yeah, they did. If you guys were to rate this movie on your own personal scale, right? You don't have to use, because when, people ask me, oh, what do you use to rate your movies in Smokies? I don't have any rules. It's a vibe. So if you guys were to rate this movie, what would you rate it? And let's see how it compares to like the audience reviews and the critics reviews. Oh, I'm losing Erika. Erika's far away.
No, it's corny AF. And if we were rating on a scale from 0 to 10, it would be a 3.
Oh, wow. You gave it a 3?
It's very generous.
Wow. I don't know what your scale is, but it was corny AF.
I would never watch it again.
You won't watch it again.
I never wanted to watch it a second time, and here I am.
You fell asleep the first time. You punched through the second time and still gave it a 3.
Yes.
That's definitely not how I rated Rogue One. Rogue One, I thought I was going to give it like a 2 because I slept through it 3 times. But the fourth time, I ended up giving it like a huge rate. It was really good. So the second time around, it didn't win you over, huh?
Absolutely not. The second time, I was like, now I remember why I didn't like this movie in the first place.
Just reminded you why it's awful. That's great. John, what would you rate this movie?
Out of 10, I would give it a 5. I give it a 5. But again, I would never watch it again.
That's generous too. That's generous.
Yeah, unless there was nothing to do, and I'd say, hey, let's watch all of these Marvel movies in chronological order from the beginning to the very last movie, and this was part of it. You'd have to watch it.
That suggestion would never come from you.
So now,
that's why.
Listen, you're gonna have to do that now. You're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to do a marathon of all the Marvel movies. Do you guys have Disney Plus?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they'll do it in chronological order on Disney Plus.
I don't think we're ever going to do that.
I would love to rewatch Thor 1 and 2 to make up for this.
All right. Do I have to watch?
No.
You made me watch the first 2. Like, you forced me to watch.
Did I?
Yeah, and I was like,
Did I have a gun to your head?
No, but...
Did it threaten you?
No.
Rafi, what would you rate this movie?
You guys you're not gonna be happy. I give this an 8 out of 10 Smokies. Yeah. I thought this movie was great. I thought the music was great. I thought the comedy was great. I didn't care that it was serious subject matter and they made a light of it. It didn't bother me one bit. I like that a whole planet blew up. The last movie we watched, they just blew up part of a hull on a ship. I would have liked to have seen that whole ship blow up. This time, I got to see a whole freaking planet blow up. The best part is Korg guy turning around and going, it's okay. As long as the foundations are strong, we can build again. Oh, yeah. And then the planet blows up and he goes, oh, no, never mind. Sorry. If that scene wasn't in that movie, I would have given it a 6.
Oh, really? Because that was that was like the last bit of dialogue in the whole movie.
So if this was a standalone movie
on its own,
it wouldn't have been so bad. Yeah.
Oh, without any continuity?
Like Guardians of the Galaxy, there's a lot of jokes in it. It's very similar.
Yeah, it's funny.
I have no animosity towards that, but they started with Thor 1 and 2, and then they gave us this, which is completely different. At least I thought it was different. If this were the first movie, then I would have probably had a completely different opinion.
So you came into this expecting something similar to the first 2 and got something completely different, so it threw you off.
Yeah, I was like, where's the love story? Where's all of the action?
Right. And before that, in the first 2, it wasn't an ensemble cast. It really was just Thor and his girlfriend and everything in between. He didn't need anybody's help in those movies, but in this one he does. And speaking of an ensemble cast, we have another special guest that just walked into the room who's going to give her rating of the movie Thor Ragnarok. And I'd like to welcome Auden's mom, John and Erika's friend, and my wife, Marie. You came in just at the tail end of the episode.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Marie.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good.
Happy birthday, Erica.
Thank you.
It's birthday day 2.
Yeah.
She's getting to enjoy it today. And
Yes.
she's given us the gift of her presence on her birthday for this episode.
I love it.
Yeah. So did you like Thor Ragnarok?
Of course I did.
See, told you. She loves it. What was your favorite scene?
Yeah, but why?
Oh, there's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot of reasons why. Hello.
Erica gave us her favorite scene, and it was the scene where Thor with his shirt off in the bedroom.
Course. Well, I'm with her 100%.
You are?
Of course.
Yes, girl.
We're women.
That's why I watched the first Thor in the first place, because I was like, oh, who's this? Gotta watch this movie.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever watched a
Alright,
movie for a girl, except Marissa Tomei.
Yes, that's true.
Any movie with Marissa Tomei? Watching it.
Well, that's Spider-Man.
I won't watch Spider-Man anymore after she died. I don't care. No reason to watch that
So,
movie.
Erika, what you're saying is, if this wasn't Thor 3, let's if they named this movie the Re-Avengers, you would have had a higher rating. That would have been a better name for it.
If it was just an Avengers movie, I would have just never watched
Even
it.
if they call themselves the Revengers.
Yeah.
I liked
They
it
just named the
because
movie
they
The
included a bunch of different allies and enemies together.
But, didn't they just invent them?
No.
It's not like people
Well,
knew.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all of it's invented.
No, if you're watching the Avengers, you know the characters. You know all the...
yeah. Well,
Honestly,
I
I
liked Hulk
don't.
was in
No.
it, Valkyrie was in it, and especially the fact that, Loki was finally changing his ways.
I don't know any of the backstory of any of these things. I didn't read comic
I think
books.
they're all comic books. I neither did.
I didn't read comic books.
No.
Yeah, I watched the X-Men cartoons in the late 80s and early 90s, right? That's the only reference I have. And Superman movies, right? Christopher Reeve Superman. Other than that, I don't know who the hell Doctor Strange is, Thor, or...
I only saw them in comic books in the stores, but I never read them.
No.
Was Doctor Strange in this one?
What's that?
Yeah, very briefly.
Briefly,
Come
because
back.
they were setting it up for the next movie.
At the end of our episodes, we usually will read some of the reviews, and then I'll tell you what the critic score is overall, and what the audience score is on this movie. Here's what's funny to me, and here's why the internet is a fun place to read this stuff and learn that nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. Spaceballs had a 53% critics review, okay?
Yeah.
And then the audience review was 98%. This movie, what do you think the critics rated this movie?
A 30?
I think the critics, yeah.
A 30%?
I would say 2 or 3.
No, there's a
I don't think the
percentage.
critic-
This one's a percentage
30%?
of it averages it out. The critic score for this movie is 93%. So that means 93% of the
Really?
critics gave it a really high score.
Wow.
Wow.
Better than
Erika did say
Spaceballs.
that she thought it was going to be higher.
Yeah.
I thought the critics would hate this movie.
No, they seem to have loved it. And then the audience score is 87%. So the audience liked it less than the critics.
But they still liked it. Both
Oh
of them
yeah,
liked
no, it's still highly rated. And then this is why, the internet's, I don't trust the internet. I don't trust the internet. Because how Spaceballs got, such a low critic score and this got 93%. It's the downfall of
it.
society.
But then again, the critics 40 years ago are completely different than the critics now.
Oh, I don't know. Some of the stuff we read for Spaceballs was newer reviews, but I don't know how I don't know how it works. They posted it on. I don't know. The dates were 2024. I'm like, this person reviewed this 30 years after the movie was released.
Like a critic.
Yeah. So I put together some of the critics' pans and praises, and I think I want you guys to read some of the critics. We'll see if it matches your assessment or my assessment.
Okay. You want me to read Adam Graham from the Detroit News?
Yeah. Let's see what this genius has to say.
All right. So Ragnarok, in parentheses, is supposed to play for laughs, but it feels like the joke is on the audience.
I don't
Very
know.
accurate.
You think so? I have no idea what that means. They're not laughing at
And
us.
he says original score is a C minus.
Yeah, it's laughing at the audience because it's like, haha, you're watching this.
That's how I see it too. It's like your problem. You're watching it.
I don't think Adam Graham has a single funny bone in his body. He needs to go back to the
Because
drawing
it's
board.
a top critic.
So what?
But then
Everything.
again, you have to see what the critics also
Yeah,
like.
but he should
in this one.
elaborate a little bit. A couple of words doesn't explain anything.
All right. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is a summary of their full review. Their full review is like paragraph. I don't know who has the energy to write
This is their job.
2,000 words on Thor Ragnarok.
It's
I
their
couldn't do
job.
it.
This is all they do all day.
This is a crazy job. This is a crazy.
I mean, it sounds fun to me. I don't know
They
about
get
you.
paid for it. It's
Yeah, I would
crazy.
love to do that.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe AI summarized this, but Adam Graham, back to the drawing board. I don't agree. What?
You don't agree with it?
No.
I agree with what he's saying.
You guys are
Is
all
it
crazy.
supposed to play for laughs? I mean, they added the laughs, but is it supposed to? I don't know.
I don't know. If they added a laugh track, I would have still laughed. It would actually help me know when to laugh. Is there any other ones? There's more, right?
Yeah. So Christopher Orr of The Atlantic. So he says, perfectly acceptable as an action movie, but inspired as a comedy, which is probably where the Thor franchise should have been aiming from the start.
Agreed. The first two should have been funny as well. Not brooding. Not some
Yeah. You gotta stick with the feet.
right. Not some god acting like a teenager with a crush on a scientist. It's crazy.
Yeah. Erica, you probably agree with that, right?
What?
With what this guy said. Just perfectly acceptable. No.
No, it shouldn't have been in the first two movies. The first two movies
Yeah,
were
because
perfect.
Erica wanted to watch When Harry Met Sally in space.
Billy Crystal as a superhero.
Right. Billy Crystal's Thor, Meg Ryan is Natalie Portman, and they're hugging in space. Which is why the third one did not land for Erica.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the other two?
What other two?
Thors?
We talked about how Erica liked the other two. John doesn't remember the other two. And then I like the other two for what they are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We just watched one of them. We tried to get my father-in-law to watch it. It didn't work.
He fell asleep
Yeah, he
in
fell
less
asleep.
in first 3 minutes.
What is this? Stupid.
I'm gonna play you.
Stupid.
It's a good movie to nap to.
It is. It's one of those movies where you could take a nap, wake up, and not miss a beat. Yeah. Completely true.
No.
Most of the movies you say that's not true are true. That's just true. True statement. Right there, my dear. All right. Let's see
All
what
right.
Matthew Lacona says. This guy.
Matthew Lacona, the San Diego Reader. This guy looks like Bubbles without the glasses. Help me with this pronunciation of his name, Rob. Director
Taika Waititi.
Taika?
What?
Waititi.
Yeah.
Is he from New Zealand or where is he from?
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Oh, he's fine.
No, he's from New Zealand. He's Maori.
Oh, he's New Zealand. Yeah, see, it's Maui. I'm the genius. I'm right. The director's take on God of Thunder plays a bit like the Rock mockumentary. This is Spinal Tap. It's front-loaded with jokes built around severe humbling and full of silly bombast.
I kind of like this review. He gave it a splat tomato, but I think that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Look at the digital
It's
score
definitely not.
underneath.
I'm taking it as a compliment.
I'm not
Matthew
taking it.
Lacona, without realizing it, made this movie 10 times better for me with that summary.
Well, do people... I mean, a lot of people love Spinal Tap, but is this guy saying that it's cheesy like Spinal Tap? Like
That's how I'm
Yeah.
interpreting.
That's what he's saying, but I think that's great.
it's built around a severe humbling.
I like that too because the character was humbled. His hammer got broken, his dad died, and he came back a stronger king because of it. Matthew Lacona single-handedly gave it a score of 1 out of 5, but really in his commentary compliments the movie in my
He
opinion.
contradicts himself a little bit.
Yeah, I think you should go back to school.
When was Thor humbled during this movie?
His sister
His
kicks his
sister.
ass, breaks his
He
hammer.
took his time.
Yeah, kicks him to the curb.
He's got one eye now.
What
They
is
cut
that?
his hair.
Lena?
They cut his hair, huh?
Either.
Lena, her name?
Hella.
Hella.
They cut his hair. His gorgeous mane
I
gets
prefer
Yeah, why
slashed
did he do that?
I prefer short
to
hair.
humble him. You
How
prefer
does
short
that
hair, Thor?
humble-
Yeah, he looks better with short hair.
Don't make me mute your mic.
I was so happy when they cut it.
Yeah. Did you send a fan letter?
No.
No.
Okay, so the fourth reviewer
Yeah.
from the New York Times, Mahonia Dargis. Mr. Helmsworth looks happier and far more relaxed in Ragnarok than he did in the previous Thor vehicles, which is perhaps Mr. Waititi's truest achievement here.
You completely butchered all the names.
Did I?
in that review.
I don't know what this means.
Helmsworth.
Is he talking about Helmsworth acting?
What do you mean by that?
I think this is the laziest review there is.
I don't get it.
Yeah, this is
What she's saying
It
is
makes no sense. Whatever
yeah.
she said.
What she's saying is he looks happier and far more relaxed in this movie than the other two movies.
It makes no sense.
Which
Yeah.
is what the director's job was, and she's happy that he did that.
Yeah, this guy dialed it in. This guy dialed it in for sure. New York Times, come on, guys, get your shit together.
Yeah, I think that's a lazy review.
Well, I feel like it makes sense because I feel
Are
like
there
this
any good
movie
reviews?
is like, just do whatever. You know, we had 2 successful movies. It doesn't really matter. People are going to come anyways.
I didn't look up the ratings for the other two, but I bet you they're less than this. The internet.
I'm sure the humor
internet doesn't agree.
helped it out. I think the humor probably helped out the critics, as the critics,
Yeah,
the ones
it's a
that liked
fantasy.
it, are probably these movies needed it.
It's a fantasy movie, so at the end of the day, kind of do whatever you want with it. Fantasy action.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's all of the critic scores we have. Let me read some of the audience scores. These are always my favorite because it's just lazy writing. It's awesome. One of these cracked me up. That's why I put it in here. This guy, Atlas S, gives it 1 star. Not as terrible as Thor 4, but still pretty much awful. The second worst movie of Taika Waititi. It could have been such a good movie considering the character developments of Loki, Thor, and Bruce, but Waititi, and I don't know if he misspelled this on purpose, but he spelled it Waikiki. But Waititi decided to kill everyone's seriousness the story had to offer by making the most cringe and unfunny jokes with the worst things possible and ruin this movie entirely. Atlas is pissed. I think he wants his money back.
Yeah, it sounds like Erika would write something like that.
He decided to kill every seriousness of the story. I don't know. I know you guys are saying they did that. I didn't get that feeling at all. I always was aware of the seriousness of the movie. And maybe it's because I deal with serious things with humor, like in my personal life. So maybe that's why it's not that. I don't know. So all right, Atlas, 1 star for you. Oh, great. And he made the review on your birthday, John, on 9/11. So he probably already wasn't in a good mood that day.
See, the way that I would rate these movies, or any movie really, is okay. You're watching, so these directors are making art,
Right.
so it's all subjective. All your opinions of it are subjective. But when you look at it through the director's point of view, it's his movie.
Yeah.
You love it or hate it, it's that person's movie.
It's that person's movie. And I don't know.
So in that way, like, it's hard to rate something.
Yeah. I tend to give a lot of movies grace, except for Yee, but I tend to give a lot of movies grace. Mainly because, a lot of work goes into this, aside from the creative process, just the effort, the sheer effort into it. A lot of times I give all these movies some kind of grace. It's rare that I will ever give something 1 star, but I also won't get on the internet and air my grievances either. So.
We have one that's 0 stars. Is that movie
Negative stars.
What's the movie? The Netflix Christmas movie with Alicia Silverstone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Merry Little Xmas, right?
Yeah.
It's the one with Alicia Silverstone
And
and Oliver Hudson on Netflix. It came out like last week.
Oh, I watched it already with my dad.
Oh, you watched it? What did you think of it?
Did you like it?
It's cheesy, but I like it.
Yeah, Murray likes cheesy, corny Hallmark movies.
Yes, I do.
No. We understand like the cheese factor and it's corny and it's a love story, but this movie, the acting was terrible. The writing was terrible. The directing was terrible. That British kid, when that movie ended, I turned to Erika and I said, I want to fight that British kid. I want to knock that guy's head off his head.
Oh, the one that was Harry Potter. He does like tours for Harry Potter, right? Is that the one?
Can I say something?
Yes.
You guys can just shut these things off, right? You can just say, hey, let's just hit the back button.
You were
and
with
do
my
something
mom
else.
at the casino, and I was watching it with my dad.
Right.
It's like watching those videos on Instagram of people like mowing lawns. Like you can't stop. You can't stop
watching. I know. And I watched those guys that mow the lawn.
No, that's a terrible reference because I could watch people mowing their lawns
I watched those too,
in
actually.
stop motion for hours and be completely entertained. 9 out of 10 Smokies every time.
This was so bad.
I like
This
the
one
one,
was so
one with the mowing, when he does it for free, and he does the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones I watch.
All right, so we won't watch that movie. Well, at least I
I
won't watch
saw
it.
it.
Marie's already
I
watched
wasn't
it.
going to put that through that.
No. That's if you want to test our marriage consistently, make me watch those movies.
That's okay. I'm going
Well,
to make
Maureen,
you.
what did you give? What'd you give Thor? You gave it 5? No, you gave it 8.
No, I gave it 8.
You gave it, so you and Rafi both gave it 8,
Yeah.
and then Erika and I's score added up to 8.
Yeah, but averages out to maybe 4, right?
Yeah.
You didn't like the fighting scenes with the Hulk and stuff? You didn't like any of that?
I don't like the Hulk at all.
Did you like old Hulk back in the, what is it, the 70s and 80s?
Lou Ferrigno Hulk, yeah.
That was my favorite
Yeah,
guy ever.
me too.
Lou
I
Ferrigno
love
Hulk
it.
is awesome.
I liked Wonder Woman too, back in the day.
Yeah, all that stuff was fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are great. Let's see what Garrett B has. So this is my favorite review, and you're about to find out why. Garrett B gives it 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
Listen to this wacko. It was kind of entertaining, but I think I just like watching Chris Hemsworth and Hulk guy, which they don't appreciate apparently. Who's they? Who's they that don't appreciate him? My wife has been waiting on eHarmony. Sorry. Didn't pay enough attention to story, but it's based on sinful magic, so whatever. Villain was weird. Need to watch last 30 minutes and re-review. This guy... I don't know what this guy wrote, but I loved it so much, I had to read it. What is this?
Well, let's write up. Can we write these people right back? Hey, man, did you watch the last 30 minutes again? Let's hear what you have to say.
Right. But what? Yeah, exactly. He hasn't even finished the movie and he wrote a review. And then he's going to come back and write another review. That is funny. Why does he say my wife has been waiting on eHarmony? Sorry. I don't know what that means.
That is funny. I don't know what that means.
Say it again?
He goes, he goes, it was kind of entertaining, but I think I just like watching Chris Hemsworth and Hulk guy, which they don't appreciate apparently. I don't know who they are. Second sentence. My wife has been waiting on eHarmony. Sorry.
That's a dating website.
It's a
dating website, yeah.
I don't know what that means in the context of this review. And it just makes it awesome.
Accidentally put that in there?
It might be Jeff Goldblum that wrote this. He typed this out. It might be Jeff Goldblum that wrote this review.
Why would you say that?
Because it just sounds like it's
people are funny.
Didn't pay enough attention to the story, but it's based on sinful magic, so whatever. Sinful magic.
Oh, wow. What's the point? He gave it 2 stars out of 5?
He gave it 2.5 stars. Sight unseen, John. Sight
That's hilarious.
Sight unseen, 2.5 stars. I don't know what it looks like on November 16th, the day after he posted this. And then, let's see, Hendrix M gave it 4 stars. Wow. Led Zeppelin, Doctor Strange, Hulk, 80s synth-themed original soundtrack. Just wow. I couldn't ask for a better summary of this movie. All the things I loved about this movie, this guy wrote in 1 sentence.
Oh, the music and like the 80s.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. It was pretty good. And then the last
And he
one.
gave it how many stars?
He gave it 4 stars.
Now, why not give it 5 if you love it so much? See, this is why I don't like people.
Yeah,
When they rate these things.
Yeah, I don't know.
They sing its praises and then leave out 1 star. Why?
Right. When I walk through all these reviews, most of it it's just wow, fantastic movie, 5 stars. Wow, fantastic movie, 5 stars.
Yeah.
So I try and find reviews that, I try and find a good mix of reviews with people that are a little bit more eloquent, but Garrett B deserved honorable mention just for his nonsense that he wrote in his review. Mitchell B, 4 stars. This is easily the best Thor movie. It's colorful, funny, and pretty lighthearted despite being centered around the end of someone's homeworld. Plus, Kate Blanchett makes Hela funny and scary villain. I think that's a accurate kind of statement.
Was she funny?
Yeah.
She wasn't funny, but she is maybe she's funny. I don't know. I didn't see.
Did she have a couple quips?
What's that?
Did she have a couple quips with Thor? Is that why?
She had a couple quips, but yeah, nothing. I think she was like upset nobody remembered her, so she made like a joke before she murdered everybody, which makes her funny and scary, I guess. I don't know. All in all, I think we captured the demographic like reach of this movie across different spectrums today, right? Usually it's just me and Aden bantering, and I don't know how Aden would have rated this movie, to be honest with you. He liked it.
So people either loved it or hated it, and I was in the middle of the road.
Yeah, you're middle of the road. I think most people there wasn't that many middle of the road people, but we never really got Garrett's final thoughts. So
I think if we do more of these with me as a guest, I'm probably going to rate most movies down the middle. A lot of these movies that I don't really care for.
Right. And quite honestly, why would you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. You watch the movie, it ends, and you move on with your life. That to me is the essence of cinema. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't always have to be thought-provoking. It doesn't always have to be complex. It can be, and I appreciate those movies. I know you do too. I don't know if Erika does. I'll watch a good thing. Like we just watched Copland. I didn't really like it, but I like Usual Suspects. I like the complexity of that movie, like where it's all intertwined. You don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's as long as I'm entertained, and I guess that's of course subjective, right? We've seen that today with 4 people.
Yeah, these Marvel movies are made for entertainment.
Yeah.
So there's no deep thought or anything. People that hate it only hate it because it wasn't what they were expecting, or it's not true to the comic books.
Yeah, some people are a little too passionate.
Erika doesn't hate it, but she doesn't like it. She doesn't hate it, right?
Right.
You hate the movie? It's just not what you're expecting. You're expecting a continuation of the story from the first two.
Mm-hmm. Saga.
Yeah.
No makeout sessions.
That
Right. No makeout sessions. No love connections in this movie, which is fine.
Actually, I'll be honest. That's kind of why I liked it. Is that there wasn't any of that.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're all about love stories.
I know, but when I think of Thor, I think of Loki and fighting and action and things like that. Mm-hmm. And this one, to me, was all about that.
There you have it. I mean, yeah, friendships were lost today.
Were they?
Yeah, friendships were lost today. I can't believe you two didn't like the movie. Lose my number. On that note, we can. I want to ask you guys one last question before we wrap. Yeah. And that question is your thoughts on seeing the Hulk's butt in this movie.
Oh yeah, not cool.
Not
Why was it Hulk and not Thor?
So not cool from Erika. John, appropriate, inappropriate?
It was inappropriate.
I'm gonna have to say
inappropriate.
I'm gonna have to say they made a really small butt. They kept Bruce Banner's butt. Yeah, they kept Bruce Banner's butt on Hulk's body. Yeah, I rate it as inappropriate. Marie, Hulk's butt, yes or no?
I didn't care.
Children watch this movie. Children.
It's a butt.
It's a green butt. Unnecessary. Well, on that note, thank you everybody for joining today. I really, really had a great time. We will be posting. I will be editing. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'd like to have you guys back on, and this time with Auden, because Auden gets a little heated and he might yell at you guys, and I always love it when Auden yells at everybody.
Ooh, can we do Avatar?
Well, I'll ask him if he wants to review Avatar.
That would be awesome. I want to see the new one.
We're gonna need like 50 hours of free time to watch
see the new one.
To watch the first one.
That's perfect. Marie and Erika are for the movie. They love the movie.
I love Avatar.
It's ridiculous.
Auden hates it. And Rock, you're like indifferent about it, right?
I don't think Auden hates it.
I don't think Auden hates it.
No.
I think I'm the one that's like,
actually, Auden, I think, is going with his friends to go see it.
Yeah. You can't get me to watch it. You can't get me to watch a 4-hour movie of blue people. And this time they're on another part of the planet with fire people.
Yeah, so?
How come those people weren't fighting the war in the first one? Stupid movie.
They have to expand on the story.
Huh?
They're expanding on the story.
They're just making shit up.
If you guys do that, it's going to be like 2.5-hour podcast.
Yeah, it's going to be a long the longer the movie, the longer the podcast. So we try not to review the newer ones because, as you can see, we kind of just spoil the heck out of the movies.
Talk about Wicked?
No.
Wow.
No.
See?
Stop it.
No.
50% of viewers don't want to talk about it.
Watching
I love it.
Right now, if we were to do
statistics,
made them watch it. I could post tomorrow that says we did a poll and 50% of people do not want to watch Wicked 2.
By the way, I didn't like it. So
I didn't like it.
Wicked. Yeah. Wait, hold on. There's a second Wicked movie?
There's a second episode.
Yeah, I made them go see it last week.
Because they didn't finish it in the first one. They said it make a second one to finish it. It's like a TV show.
Terrible.
Yeah.
You're terrible.
Maybe, but that movie's terrible.
It was awesome.
Oh, that's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. I did it good.
No.
I hit that note.
No.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for having us.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Had so much fun. Bye.